Shalom, bruchim habaim. Welcome to this video. In my last videos, we have talked a lot about לקבל, to receive, or at least this is the translation that we mostly hear and see. We have seen that this is not always the case. If you have missed my last video, I leave you the link in the description below so that you're prepared for that subject. And in this video, I want to show you that there is another verb that also can be translated as to receive, but that actually I would say no student has ever been introduced to in this way. Okay, grab a coffee, get comfy, and we start. Okay, short reminder before we start. This here is what we saw in the last video. And where we said, okay, לקבל is not only to receive. And I gave you an example where I showed you, for example, to make a decision is לקבל החלטה, something that would never occur to you in English, right? So the verb לקבל is used in many ways, and this is what the last video was about. In this video, we are going to talk about לקבל and לזכות. לקבל is to receive. Yeah, you heard that now, at least in the third video, right? But what is לזכות? לזכות is mainly translated with to win, and that is also the essence, the idea of that verb. Now, why would we want to know about that when we are talking about to receive? Because לזכות can also be translated as to receive, and there is a distinction that English doesn't have it, and I'm not aware of any other language that can make this distinction with just one word by still talking about receiving. I'll give you an example in a second, and you will see what I mean. But this is the reason why we are talking about those two verbs and why we compare them. Okay, the easy way. They received good customer service. That means everybody. It's ordinary. Oh, yeah, over there. They received good customer service. Yeah, everybody does. So the translation is הם קיבלו שירות טוב. Okay, nothing to write home about, right? To receive, לקבל, הם קיבלו. They received. They received excellent customer service. Now we are talking about something that not everybody does. Not everybody gets excellent customer service. Of course, in the situation we are talking about. We are talking about, wow, they got excellent customer service. It was not ordinary. We didn't expect that, and not everybody got it, right? So this is the distinction, because now we say, הם זכו לשירות מצוין. Le is a preposition that you always need with לזכות. Okay. So what exactly is it? If it's when it's normal, it changes, or let's have a look. This here again is the sentence, okay? הם זכו לשירות מצוין. Israelis understand right away that that was their lucky day, or of these people. This is nothing that happens every day. And this is why they use לזכות. Wouldn't occur to you as a speaker of any other language. So this here is the distinction. Not everybody got amazing customer service. And literally, the translation is, they have been awarded with excellent service. It was your lucky day. Something like this. Okay, so this is the idea behind. And this is why we then shift from one verb to the other. From לקבל to לזכות, which actually is to win. Now, question. Could we have used kiblu here instead of zachut? Would the translation in English be different? For English speakers, not. You would just give a little explanation that it was extraordinary or something. Well, that is what Hebrew doesn't have to. In English, you would still say they received excellent customer service, but that is neutral. Lekabel is neutral. It is about receiving something. It does not say whether it's ordinary. It does not say whether it was not ordinary. But in Hebrew, knowing that somebody uses lekabel makes it ordinary, because otherwise they would use lizkot. So, grammatically speaking, no problem. And as you as a student cannot remember, not a problem. Only if you want to make this distinction, just you have to know that lekabel doesn't do the job. So when we compare it, we could say that from hem kiblu shirut tov to hem zachu leshirut metsuyan, what is happening is a change of perspective. That's it, which I find is amazing how this works in Hebrew. So lekabel is neutral, and lizkot is also to receive, but it is marked. It is selective. It has a special value. Every time you want to use it, you go now through the following script. Ask yourself, does everybody get it? Is it normal? Yes, lekabel. No, it's not normal. Lizkot le. Once you come to lizkot, okay, not everybody gets it, but is it something negative or is it good? If it is something negative, yes, well, you go back to lekabel. So we consider a win only something positive. And that means if you want to say, I received criticism, we now assume that this is something negative. Yeah. Kibalti bikoret. Not everybody got that, but I got criticism. So not everybody, but it is negative. So it is kibalti. It's not really a win. That was not my lucky day, so to speak. And even if it was normal, I would, of course, still use lekabel, kibalti, because then I am in the category of it's normal. Okay? So, and this whole video prepared you perfectly for the weekly lessons. So, in next week, you will see a lesson with a lot of lizkot and lekabel. And now you're perfectly prepared for that. If you're interested in knowing what is the weekly lesson, I leave you the link in the description below. It's a subscription service where every week we send out lessons in 3 different levels. Every time you get the whole package, you can decide if you want to do starter, easy, or advanced. On the landing page, we explain what it is, and there you also find a sample. And if you don't like it or you don't have time, whatever, you can get off at any time. Okay, so I was so happy to see you. I hope this elevated your Hebrew, and I hope I see you in the next lesson. Lezkot. Shalom.